everybody, how are you guys doing? All right, so we are going to talk about our first project. We are just going to dive right in. All right, this first project is called Design Your Future. You're going to start off, number one, by answering some questions. All right, so take a look at all this material first and then begin answering. So choose your career focus. If you came to school for illustration, like what I did, you would pick illustration for your career focus. I mean, this is like a dream. Like, what do you want to be when you grow up, right? I want you to do some industry research. If I wanted to go into illustration, I would Google illustration jobs, right? Or illustration skills, illustration clients. I want you then to have a self-assessment, current strengths and weaknesses, and then career. I want to know if you guys are going directly into the workforce or if you're continuing education, okay? I'm going to show you how I did this really quickly, okay? You can do it your own way, but have something like this, all right? Just so I can follow along. And I know your dreams and skills like you, okay? So career focus, illustration, industry research, Illustrator, Photoshop, and also traditional illustration. That means by hand, like watercolors or acrylics, okay? Clients, Mattel, like my client. I also worked at a lottery ticket printing company that used a lot of illustration. That was cool. Children's books, of course. And then I listed skills, my self-assessment, career path, and internship hopes and dreams, okay? Let's see, so that is our first step. The second step is to use the prompt generator, okay? This is going to give you a subject or theme that you might want to work with, okay? Because some people are like, I don't know what to do. Okay, this is for you. All right, so jump on over to Sharpen, and this is going to give you different categories. You can choose any one of these. I mean, obviously they don't have illustration, which is annoying, but I'm just going to use marketing, give you guys a little example, okay? New challenge. Design a branded sticker for a headphone company. Okay, I'm going to take the main idea of this prompt, a headphone company. That does not sound like something I want to work on for 3 weeks, so I can choose a new challenge. Stop it, Nikki. A trade show booth. Ooh, a zoo in Mexico. So I can use the subject material, a zoo in Mexico, as my subject, okay? So a zoo in Mexico is going to be my design subject, all right? After you choose a subject, I want you to start on your mood board. I've had many of you in my classes before, so you're familiar with mood boards and thumbnails. But I gave examples of mood boards in our folder. So a mood board is really just for your ideas and getting your creative juices flowing, okay? I want you to have at least 3 font variations. You should have a color palette, some imagery reference or inspiration. Once you do your mood board, you do not have to stick to this palette. You do not have to stick to these fonts that you chose, but this should be something that gets you going, okay? Because staring at a blank piece of paper or a blank artboard within Illustrator or Photoshop sometimes is a little intimidating, okay? And then here are some thumbnail examples. Your thumbnails have to be detailed enough so that I can see, or the new audience can see what is happening. Like I can totally see this is a little person. Okay, I can see that these are trees. So make it obvious, all right? I also gave a little bit of information down here. Lock all your imagery within Illustrator. That'll keep your images intact. You can also say link files as you're saving. This is just a little information on saving your information. Okay, so let's go through the timeline. Let me jump back to modules. Okay, so your mood board is due January 15th. Actually, your answers are due, I believe that's next Monday. Okay, next Monday at 12:30 a.m. That's the easy part, all right? The mood board and thumbnails are due the same day. Those are due next Friday. Get busy, people. Stay focused. This is the easy part, okay? This is the fun part, doing the research, getting your ducks in a row, all right? Once we get there, we're going to go a little bit further and we're going to start doing your project. As we go forward, I will meet or I will contact each one of you to talk about the specs, okay? So I'll talk, if you want to build a website, let's pretend you want to go into website design. If you want to build a website, you and I will discuss the sizing, okay? If you want to go into illustration, we will discuss illustration sizes and materials and mediums. If you want to do a series of logos and branding, we will talk about sizes and if you should do a multi-page InDesign document. So just get this initial stage started. With the thumbnails, contact me if you have any particular questions. Otherwise, I'll talk to you soon. You got this.